definitely. I think he definitely earned a spot at
amazing.
being used more going forward.
Yeah, just amazing. I mean, I think last week it was just as much on the offensive line as it was, or the play calling as it was why they couldn't run. But
yeah, they didn't really even try that much, and when they did, the O line definitely didn't block too well.
Yeah.
But this week they definitely improved that.
But the
Clearly.
defense, oh man, I just
there were a lot of times where they were really close. I mean, I don't know how many sacks we had, maybe one, maybe two, I don't know, but
not too many sacks, but a
lot
of pressure.
They made it look uncomfortable for him. Like on that, I just saw the highlight of the interception where I don't know if it was Hayward or Tuitt or whoever came on the side, but almost got him and made him kind of throw the ball up in the air and made it. Definitely made it uncomfortable for him all night.
Yeah, and Brady, that and the other crazy thing is the Steelers actually got an interception.
Yeah, no, that's I was like, that's all you could hear people yelling, like, "Oh my gosh, an interception!"
Yeah,
we got an interception, and that was a nice catch by Hayden because those two guys were doing everything they could to make sure he didn't catch that.
But the throw by Brady,
that
my was goodness, that was Roethlisberger-esque.
Yeah, it was. I mean, as good as Ben is, he has those brain farts every once in a while.
Yeah.
Although today, let me ask you this: it was hard to see on the replays. It looked like to me on at least the Juju one, that the defender grabbed his other arm and kept him from jumping up. Did that happen?
I'm not sure. You mean the one where it was basically bent over through it?
Yeah. And Juju jumped up, but he couldn't really jump as high as normal. And I'm like, I don't think he was going to catch it.
I don't think. I
don't care about I don't care about the catch because if he jumps up and can get his hands on it, it's probably not intercepted at least. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, and another one, I don't know what happened there. I've heard people say that like someone was like already tackling. Was it Rodgers that was thrown to, and then AB got in there and it kind of bounced into someone's hands.
Right, yeah, that
and
was
I'm like,
kind of a
come
fluke.
on, like what are the odds of that? Why can't that happen to us? Like
I know exactly. It bounces around, like in the San Diego game. It bounces around and
I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
just go straight to the ground for crying out loud.
How about the leading receiver for the Steelers was James Washington, 3 catches, 65 yards. Who saw that coming?
Oh man, that one catch he had, I could honestly I didn't think. I thought it was Juju at first, being up high. Just the way he caught it, he went up there strong. His hands looked strong, and he ripped it right down. And I'm like, all right, let's see if he can build on this. And
he looked amazing.
Yeah, he looked like he got some confidence. Even the little bit he did last week, he got some confidence from that.
And then there's the kicking.
Oh jeez.
Oh my God.
Wide right again. That should be his nickname.
Basically, right. Yeah, it's always wide right, but this time it wasn't even close.
Oh really? From our angle, it was hard to tell, but I definitely know it missed.
It was the one he missed was
pretty far.
No, it was I think like a 32-yarder or something
pretty
like
far, like off to the side.
Oh, pretty far. Yeah, it was not even close. It was really bad.
I almost turned away when he was kicking it, and I probably should have stayed that way.
And then miraculously he makes a 48-yarder or something like that.
Oh yeah, which was nice. I mean, it would have been nice to have that 2-score lead at the end because it made it a little uncomfortable for the fans.
What do you do? What do you do with him?
Do you start just going for it on 4th downs and goal because you're not guaranteed those 3 points anymore?
I don't know.
You become aggressive like that?
I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know. I mean, that's a huge problem. He missed one and then he made one. Like,
it was funny on the way back scrolling through the Twitter stuff. Apparently after that kick, Pony said something like super negative about him, and I'm like, oh, and I replied,
there you go.
Thanks for ensuring that he was going to make the next field.
Pony actually picked the Steelers. He actually got one.
I saw that though. I was like, he wasn't as dumb as the guy who bet $11K against
yeah.
I'm so glad because of that dummy that the Steelers won too. That's great.
I think Coach is the gambler.
Oh, maybe.
And the guy that bet, he got a lot of crap. It's like, how dare you bet against your team? You don't bet with your heart, and if you do, you're an idiot. You bet who you think is gonna win.
I think it might be just the amount of the bet as well. Like, I mean, that's if you have that much to piss away like that, I hope you lose.
Yeah.
Hope you lose the bet. $100 or whatever, that's fine. But
right, $11K.
A couple $100 is one thing.
That's a really nice Christmas. You know what you could do with $11K? You could go, all those car commercials where there's like, honey, I bought you a car. You can actually buy a car with $11K, or at least put a good down payment down.
I wonder how much he would have actually won. What the bet was, like, he would have won like half of it back.
I saw the betting slip, and I think he would have won like 20,000 or 21,000 or some crap like that. Yeah, it's like must be nice. But...
Was he the one? I don't know if I read it right. Was he the one that like placed the first bet?
He was. It was the very first bet.
That's probably why he did that. He was just showing off and wanted to be the first guy that made a bet or whatever.
Right, and I mean, I got a. There was actually an alert on ESPN that said more people bet on the Patriots than on the Steelers. Oh,
it's like, yeah, and you're like, and
good, yeah.
Someone told me there was a line out the casino, like wherever the sports booking thing or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm like, that's gonna be ridiculous for a few months now, at least for the rest of the football season.
Oh yeah, because now people can gamble in Pittsburgh. It's a beautiful thing because that did not exist before. Nobody ever gambled.
Nobody ever had their own bookies on
exactly
to do that.
Exactly, yeah.
That's funny.
Oh God.
But yeah, it was such a fun game to be at.
It's amazing. That's just amazing to be part of that atmosphere, and it's
to actually have it not like be taken from you like it was last year. Although a couple of at least I thought were missed calls didn't help me like that. I don't know. Again, this is going to being at the game as opposed to seeing replays and stuff. How bad was that pass interference on Gronkowski that they called on that third down? That looked pretty bad from where we were at.
I didn't hear too many people complaining about it. I mean, that was one thing that really killed the Patriots was all the penalties.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of penalties. From what I understand, they probably could have called some more that we saw that weren't. Another one I thought I saw was when McDonald was out of bounds. It looked like the guy grabbed him like at the inside like the 3-yard line, inside the 5-yard line, and then like held him until he ended up almost making the catch anyway. But if they call that penalty there, they get it first and whatever on the goal on the 3 or something.
Trying to see what the
stat line was.
The penalties. Okay, so the Steelers had 4 penalties for 40 yards. The Patriots had 14 penalties for 106 yards. So
yeah, they had a couple.
Killed them. I was talking to a couple Patriots people this week. It was very interesting, but I like right after the game, I said, what do you think? And like one of the things they mentioned was the penalties, and so that hurt them a lot. But I just don't think this is the strongest Patriots team, especially especially away. Man,
well, yeah, I think they're 3-5 now in the year.
All their losses are away.
So that's even more important going into the playoffs if Houston gets the second bye.
Right.
They might have to start. They'll get one home game, but then they're going to have to play at least. Odds are at least the first one away and then maybe a second one away.
For once, the Patriots aren't going to have that maybe not have that first round bye, not have that easy path to the
Super Bowl.
Yeah. So,
well, granted, the Steelers kind of blew their easy path last year.
Right.
But that was against they played one of the better last year. Not this year's Jaguars, but last year's Jaguars were probably one of the better defenses in the last 5 years.
I think it means a lot to have a tough schedule, and the Steelers definitely have a tough schedule. I think it makes you tougher, and then when you face like good teams, it doesn't hurt as much.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we'll see. So looking back, I don't know how we're doing in the pigskin picking, but
you were up a couple on me because a couple teams kind of
well
screwed me. There were some close ones that went probably your way or.
I was for that Chargers Chiefs game Thursday night. I was looking like an idiot most of the game, and I still don't understand how the Chargers won that game 29-28. I have no idea. That was insane.
Yeah, I thought, Chiefs would be okay, and then I had a hockey game. I came back out, and then crap, Chargers won, and then a guy I was with, he's leaving, and he's like, they went for 2 at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Crap. Yeah. I'm like, really? That's talking about ballsy and
yeah,
it's wanting to avoid overtime.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It was. I mean, really, they had nothing to lose, So it's so why not just do it?
I guess. I mean,
that
was in KC too, wasn't it?
I now have a 2. That was in Kansas City. Yeah. I now have a 2-game lead.
Yeah, 2-game lead. I did not have a great week with some of the. There were some that went, we didn't. I mean, probably didn't see how they went. But
so Houston beat the Jets. We both had that. But then, so we both missed out on Cleveland and Denver. That was another crazy game. Did you see that game?
I thought Denver was going to have that.
Oh my goodness! The Denver coaches basically gave that game away.
Yeah, they weren't very. Man.
I could see why people hate his guts because he just sucks. That was just total idiocy. We both had the Falcons beating the Cardinals. That was no problem. I had Bills beating the Lions.
Yeah, I bet on the Lions. Coach would be not too happy with me for that one. I took the Lions thinking they might actually win.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you beat the Lions. See?
I gotta listen to Coach more.
Bears beat the Packers. Oh man, we both had that. Man, that's Packers look. I mean, the Bears. Well, yeah, the Bears look strong. The Packers, I would have never guessed would be this bad this year. But wow. I think I originally was going to pick Oakland to beat Cincinnati. Then I came to my senses.
Yeah, you're like, this is Oakland. They lucked out with the win against the Steelers, and I was like, they're not going to do it again, and then it's going to make us look that much worse because the Bengals beat them.
Exactly. You had Dallas beating Indianapolis, and they won 23-0.
Who saw? I didn't see a shutout coming though. That's kind of crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
It's like the Cowboys just hit a wall.
We both had the Giants beating Titans. Oh well.
Yeah, was that another shutout too? Or no?
It was 17-0.
Shutout. That's crazy too.
Yeah.
Giants
Thanks Saquon Barkley. You made me lose my fantasy football playoffs. Thanks a lot, bud.
Oh.
I know you could never rely on a Penn State guy. That was my fault.
Oh, look at that. You get some.
Vikings.
Don't add them. Don't add them.
Vikings beat the Dolphins. That was a destruction. Ravens beat Tampa Bay, and I couldn't. There was like both of the game, the Minnesota game and the Ravens game were on at the same time at 1:00, and I was switching back and forth, and I just could not watch the Ravens because
that bad. Well, they can't throw the ball, so they just run.
Well, they can't throw the ball, but it's like, come on, Tampa, do something.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, they have a decent defense.
So frustrated. I just wanted.
But I didn't get to see it, so I don't know if they were just doing poorly or making dumb decisions or what the deal is.
And it's not all Lamar Jackson's fault. I keep saying he can't throw a forward pass. He throws them. Just something. There's something wrong with the wide receivers. They totally revamped all their wide receivers. Yeah. They still suck.
He can throw it about 8 yards, 10 yards, but further than that, he has a strong arm, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's very accurate, at least so far.
Yeah.
So if you get a lead on him, you're probably in a good. That's the key, is like getting a lead on them and then making them actually throw the ball deep and do things like that.
Yeah. We both had Jacksonville beating the Redskins.
Yeah,
we both had Seahawks beating the 49ers, so we both lost that. We both had the Steelers winning, so
there were a lot of odd outcomes right now.
Yeah. And we both had the Rams winning, so not going to get anything there. So Oh boy. Who'd you have in
So
the...
yeah,